Oh, we're in an emergency situation here, folks. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is Monday, August 4th. United States of America is occupied. We're an occupied nation now. Congress, Washington, D.C., even the president is owned. And who is Donald J. Trump now? Now, who is he? Has he been replaced? Is he possessed? I am genuinely, honestly, deeply concerned and confused about what the fuck is going on. All I'm getting out of Washington, D.C. is Israel, 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 right down the middle. Epstein files? Nope. Client lists? We're done with that. And if you boycott Israel as a city or a state, you will not get any disaster funds that are paid for, funded by your own taxes. In other words, there's now a political test that we must all pass in order to get a benefit from the federal government that we pay for. Folks, look, if innocent people in America are getting hurt, the Trump Department of Justice and the Attorney General, they don't care. But if a girl reacts to an Israeli student, which, by the way, I thought she was a fucking moron and he was an idiot, who gives a shit? They're just student kids. No one really got hurt. But the Department of Justice and the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, they want her kicked out of school and they're looking for hate crime charges. But you and I, as Christians, we get shit on, we get assaulted, we even get killed over racist Gaza crap, Israeli crap, and we get zero zilch. What the hell is going on? The Speaker of the House, in order to not release the Epstein list, which is full of Israelis, it's full of Washington, D.C. politicians. It's full of Wall Street fat cats. We're not going to get that. We ask for that. We're stupid. Remember when Trump attacked us? We're stupid. We're misled. We're fool. Right? We're the fool. We're the bad ones. So the Speaker of the House calls a recess to the end of August, into September. So and admitted that it's so he doesn't have to vote on the Epstein list. And then he, instead of going back to his hometown, his own constituents, he says, I have to go back to my people. He goes back to Israel today. He's standing in front of the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem today, giving a fucking speech, kissing the asses of the Israelis. Are Israelis Americans? No. Are they taxpayers? No. Do they do anything for us? What has our greatest ally, Israel, done for us? Nothing. Nothing at all. In fact, you know what? I am growing to despise Israel and the Palestinians and the terrorists and Hamas and Hezbollah and ISIS, because guess what? They're all on the same team. They really are. Now the Israelis are saying, we're going to kill everyone, all men, women, and children over there. How is that not a war crime? How is that not a crime against humanity? How is that not the most evil fucking thing? And Trump is saying you can't boycott Israel. You can't talk and say bad things about Israel. We have now had a nuclear submarine captain, commander, skipper quit, resign. We've had a lieutenant colonel, special forces, Green Beret, go on an interview with Tucker Carlson and say, this is what I saw. Innocent children, innocent people being hit with sniper fire by the Israelis for asking for food. Right? I am now despising Israel because our own government of the United States of America is now openly protecting it, coddling it, funding it, and they're harming us. They have participated in the trafficking and rape of children. And now Washington, D.C. is giving our money to them. And Israelis, folks, literally spit on Christians. They literally assault Christians. Oh, they hate Muslims too. They hate everybody because they say they're God's chosen people. Really? Well, we'll get back to that more in a little bit. But they call us goy, cattle, animals. Did you know that 61% of Israeli men believe raping women they know is not a crime? And their holy book, not the Bible, their holy book, the Talmud, says raping children isn't wrong. Just what the ever-living fuck is going on anymore? Again, who is this Trump guy that's now the president? It was America first. It was make America great again. We're gonna cut taxes. We're gonna lower interest rates. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make America great again. We're gonna bring business back. Well, then all of a sudden he's like, well, I guess we're gonna give some amnesty to the illegals. We're not gonna release the Epstein list. People that have blown the whistle on election fraud, they're in jail. Tina Peters being the primary amongst them. Just what that Congress being run by Republicans who are over there at the Wailing Wall, by the way, is even that Randy Fine, fat ass guy from Florida, congressman. They're over there and ignoring what's going on in this country. Our country is being absolutely fucking destroyed by our own government, just like Europe, folks. I mean, literally. I now despise these people. Right? So if you are in your city and you're a Republican, but the Democrat city council says we're boycotting Israel because of whatever, now you, as a person in that city, are denied any assistance or help from the federal government that you pay taxes for, by the way, because of something others do. Oh, okay, so I get it. I get it now. So if one terrorist is in Gaza, we need to kill everybody because that's what the Israelis want. And if one person in the city boycotts Israel, the whole city suffers. Well, is Trump going to look at Israel and go, well, if you harbor one terrorist inside Israel, we're going to bomb everyone and kill everyone in Israel because it's worth it? I think Mark Levin came out and said, killing or having 100 Israel Defense Force, 100 IDF soldiers killed is worse than 10,000 American soldiers being killed. Who the fuck does he think he is? Fuck you, Mark Levin. Every last one of these people, folks, they are anti-American. They are American in name only. We used to say Republican name only. They are now American in name only. They are a bunch of evil fucks. Right? No disaster funding. Haven't Americans already been screwed over by Biden? And now Trump wants everyone to kiss the boots of the Israelis or they're going to suffer more. And by the way, how would anyone know who boycotts Israelis' goods or not? What are they going to do? Are they going to audit every single purchase and find out if the Israeli product was cheaper or more expensive? And what fucking goods does Israel make that works and disaster relief victims need? What do they make? Shouldn't we make it America products first? Who gives a shit about Israel? We already give them billions of dollars every year. And for what? I mean, is saying no to an Israeli product going to be considered a boycott? What if you just don't want to buy their stuff? What if you don't like it? What if something's better? Are they just going to consider anytime you say no? Is this going to be like BLM running around with signs that say BLM, Black Lives Matter? And if you even look at them wrong, then they're going to assault you? Someone shows up with a shopping cart full of Israeli crap, and if you don't buy it, they're going to scream racism and make sure you don't get your money? and since Israel is now demonstrably taking the lives of women and children, their innocent lives, aren't they, Israel, worthy of a boycott for that alone? And never mind them murdering American sailors on the USS Liberty that Israel strafed with bullets and they bombed, killing our men, our veterans, our sailors, our naval in cold blood. Israel is a secular state. It is not God's state. It is Israel. That's it. It's a bunch of Ashkenazi, Khazar, and Sephardic Jews from Europe. That's why their skin is so white. They don't look like Arabs. They're not Semites. And they moved back into Israel because of the Balfour Agreement. In 1948, they were granted and given statehood. But if any country dares to recognize the statehood of Palestine, which did exist prior to Israel in 1948, Trump is going to boycott you. He's going to use tariffs, not as a tariff, but as a sanction to punish. Folks, other countries are now backing away from the United States of America. Canada has a very strong boycott program, boycotting American goods, boycotting American vacations, anything that has to do with them. They're like, you know what? Fuck you guys. That's one of our biggest trading partners. That's where we get a lot of our energy from. And this is what Trump is doing. Who is Donald Trump now? Right? In America, the United States of America, our nation is prohibited from recognizing titles of nobility or forcing us, me and you, the people, to accept a religion we disagree with, aka Talmudic Judaism, aka worship of Moloch and Baal, who demand child sacrifice, burning children alive to them. It's just getting that bad, right? And it's like I said, I am no lover of the Palestinians and Hamas and terrorism, and I'm no lover of Ukraine and Russia and fucking none of them, right? All governments just seem to be on this fucking path to evil and destruction. And then we got idiots in government like Jasmine Crockett. Oh, by the way, get your comments down below. I want to know your thoughts. I mean, is everyone going to say John's an anti-Semite? No. The Israelis are not Semites. I keep reading that they're not allowed to take DNA tests in Israel because if they did, it would show that they do not have Semitic genetics. Or if they do, it is a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage. Kind of like, well, Elizabeth Warren took a DNA test and she had like 0.04% Native American genetics. Yep, there's one in the woodpile, right? But she's claimed to be an Indian, an American Indian, a Native American, an indigenous American, right? Whatever the fuck. These people are not they're not the Israelis. They're not the Israelites. They're people who have taken a religion, Judaism, and made it their own. Anyways, within our own government, it's fucking completely retarded. I mean, eyelashes, Jasmine Crockett, the Democrat representative in Congress, this ridiculous ghetto hoe is calling Trump a, quote, piece of shit. Well, that's the pot calling the kettle black, right? Only we're using new characters now. We're at war, folks. And I decided at noon today, we're at war. We're at war with the whole world. We're at war with our own government. We're at war with each other as a people. Our culture is at war with other subcultures in this country. You should hear what black people are saying about niggas. They are going off like you cannot believe on social media, X, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. They've had it with this ridiculous behavior, destructive, violent, stupid, thieving, idiotic. I've had it with all of these fucking people. I've had it with ridiculous crackheads and fucking drug users. All of these fucking people, they're worthless. And then we got our political class. You want to talk about trash, right? And we're at war. The gloves are off. The tyrannical New York governor, Kathy Hochul, who the other day put an Islamic headscarf on so she could speak to Muslims. The fucking pandering is driving me nuts, right? She, Kathy Hochul, who looks like a witch from the Wizard of Oz, vows revenge on Texas, which is going to redistrict, which is their right. Texas is its own state. State is a euphemism for nation. The United Nations or United States of America is supposed to be independent nations bound together by a constitutional compact. You know, U.S. Constitution. That's it. But she thinks she's going to declare war. She says, we're at war. What's this fucking witch going to do, right? Texas has a right to redistrict itself. Just like every Democrat state, every blue state has redistricted for its own benefit to make sure they put just enough Democrats in every district that they can win by drawing the lines. It's called gerrymandering, right? So I say bring it on. At this point, you know what? It's going to fucking burn. And more people are calling for this. They're like, it's over. You cannot win. We tried. We put Trump in there, and look what this motherfucker is doing to this country. He's giving it to Israel. He's giving our money away. He's giving our weapons away. He's just fucking ruining everything we voted for. We were waving flags. Make America great again. We're going to cut taxes, get rid of property taxes, remove the IRS, abolish the ATF. We're going to get rid of the bureaucracy. We're going to turn the FBI into a museum. We're going to disband the CIA. Remember all this stuff, all of this big talk? We're going to arrest people. We're going to prosecute Obama and Clinton's. We're going to do all of these things, right? And not a single motherfucking thing has happened. Bring on the Civil War. Bring on the partisan war, New York. Bring on the terror war. Bring on the illegal war. Fuck it at this point. Fuck it. If that's what they want, do it. But they won't, folks. They're fucking cowards. Washington, D.C. is full of cowards. I mean, if Light and the Loafers, weenie slurping Lindsey Graham, if he loves war so much, why doesn't he go to Ukraine, get a rifle and a uniform, and go to the front line and start killing Russians if that's how it works? He's a coward. He's a coward. By the way, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, who Chin Music has educated me highly on, he's a sack of shit. But he is confirming, not Chin Music, but the governor of Texas, he's confirming that Democrats who left the state, they got on a private jet that cost $15,000 an hour to operate. All of these dumb Democrat fuckwads got on a private plane. So he's saying they could face second-degree bribery charges, felony bribery charges, because they fleed the vote on redistricting, right? They got on a $40 million private jet, $15,000 an hour. But you know what I say? I think Greg Abbott's full of shit. Oh, yeah, Governor Prickster, because they went up to Chicago. He's like, we're not going to hand them over. Well, don't. You're your own fucking state, fat ass. Go eat another fucking box of Twinkies. But as far as Greg Abbott, enough of your bullshit. You fucking mealy-mouthed, back-talking, backstabbing piece of shit who is trying to turn Texas into an Islamic state. Don't talk. If you're going to arrest them, arrest them. No more bullshit. I am so fucking sick and tired of these politicians. All they do is lie. And they sell us the fuck out. Every last one of them. Right? Every last one of them. Now, get this. Get this. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, who has made zero arrests of absolutely corrupt, executive, bureaucratic, and legislative criminals. Zero arrests. She is now ordering a federal prosecutor to present the evidence to a grand jury on the Russia collusion hoax. What is she going to do? Go hire James Comey's daughter again? Or maybe she'll hire and put Lisa Page on her, or maybe Peter Strzok. What Democrat back room, sneak in the side, bullshit prosecutor is she going to put on this case? Yeah, James Comey's daughter handled the Epstein case, right? And handled the P. Diddy case. Oh, we can trust her. We can trust Pam Bondi, who ran down to Florida to protect a little Jewish boy who was wearing a shirt that was meant to antagonize left-wing idiots, which I'm all for. But then he acted like a victim, like a little Israeli bitch, and released the video footage and act like he was really hurt by a little white moronic left-wing girl yelling at him who pushed his phone. Jasmine fucking Crockett assaulted someone physically, not arrested. This little girl in college, this moronic little girl in college, because she dared say something about Israel killing children. Well, we can't have that. That's Pam Bondi, piece of worthless shit. Kash Patel, I'm not going to arrest anybody. I'm going to hand all my evidence over to Congress. Congress who doesn't arrest anybody. The whole thing, folks, stinks to high heaven, and I fucking had it with all of them. All of them. I thought RFK Jr. I thought he was going to make America healthy again. Why the fuck did the Food and Drug Administration approve factory computer machine manufactured goo they're going to call salmon? It's not salmon. Salmon is a fish, but they're going to let this synthetic goop. Really? I mean, no. I mean, RFK Jr.'s done some good things. He says he's going to end the horror story, get this, of hospitals harvesting organs while patients still show signs of life. He vows to end it. He didn't say he's going to. He vows to end it. Then fucking end it. Don't tell us. Do it. Say, I have ended that. News brief. I've already ended it. It's done. I'm here to announce I've ended this practice of telling a family that their loved one is going to die. And they take the body in before it's dead and they start cutting the fucking parts out of it to sell. Oh, I wonder what country that starts with an I is at the front of the line whenever they want to be. Oh, I've read into this too. Oh, yeah. And any health care they get is free when they come to this country because they're our best trading partner. They're our greatest ally. Bullshit. But can you, folks, you want to know why this is a big deal? It's not because the guy I know that has witnessed this and almost lost his life over it is because people are waking up as they're being cut into. They're not dying. They're not dead. They've got healthy organs, and these hospitals are harvesting them. They're waking up. They aren't even drugging the people. They're just knocked out. But they wake up when they start getting cut open. At least 2 people I know in the last week this has happened to. And so, yeah, government, why are you allowing this? I mean, a doctor's job shouldn't be to put you on drugs. It should be to get you off of drugs and make you healthy. A doctor's job should be to help you stay alive and stay healthy, not look at you and go, well, you got some good drugs and you're fine. We're just gonna take your kidneys and your lungs and your fucking eyes and your heart and your liver and we're gonna sell it to someone else. We pay how many fucking thousands of dollars a year just so we can have thousands of dollars in copay before insurance companies even cover anything? And we get zero fucking assistance. Unbelievable. And if you have to sue, the lawyer's going to take all the fucking money for his fees. Well, you'll get a little bit. That's if they win. And all that does is jack the price up some more. These fucking doctors should go to jail. These nurses should go to jail. All of them. Every last one of these motherfuckers. Because of what they've done. Why isn't Anthony Fauci in jail? You know, the signs have been there, and we all allowed it, right? Trump started his campaign in 2020. You know what he started talking about? How good the Jim Jones juice is. How he did Operation Warp Speed and saved the world. He got fucking booed off the stage. Because we know better. And so he just fixed his lying. I have fucking had it with all these people, folks. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm anti-politician. I'm anti-Washington, D.C. I'm anti-bureaucrat. I'm anti-fucking lie to us government. I'm just sick and tired of them. We've tried to use the political system. We have tried. And it's failed. It has utterly fucking failed. And I'm going to read this. I am not promoting violence. I don't want anyone to do anything illegal or harmful or dangerous. But I want you to understand where the founding fathers were. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shewn that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable, that to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed, but when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. In other words, fuck any government that's tyrannical. What did Trump sign the other day? A massive deal with big tech, big surveillance, artificial intelligence to watch you and track us all and tell the government what we're thinking, doing, and what we're up to, and to develop ways to fucking lie to us. Trump, if he loved America, should get rid of the rule that allows government to lie to us, to use propaganda against us, to bullshit us. But no, they like that power. That's the Smith-Mundt Act. They like that. They like to insider trade. They came up with no more insider trading legislation. You want to know who canned it? Trump. Said it's not going to fly. All those politicians, well, they should be allowed to insider trade, shouldn't they? I mean, they need to make money, really, while the rest of us fucking suffer and suffer and suffer. Do they fucking think it's cute and funny that people can't afford food, can't afford housing? Yeah, they think it's fucking cute. They're laughing their fat asses off. All of them. I'm sick to death of them, folks. They have made me violently ill today. Unbelievable. But this is the United States of America in 2025. The president has turned on his own supporters, people that got him elected, paid money to get him into office. And he's treating it like a fucking piggy bank. And he's covering his own fucking ass. At this point, there is so much evidence that ties him to Jeffrey Epstein, actually being friends, actually hanging out with him, sharing his underage girl staff at his beauty salon. It's just unfucking believable where all this is going. Where's it going? You tell me. Folks, chance favors the prepared mind. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm sick of this game. It is time to just fucking fix it. It's time to fix the problems. Is it starting? No. Am I calling for something? No. But this is where the country's going to go. Everyone is waking up to what Israel is. Everyone is waking up to what the fucking Muslims are doing. Everyone is waking up to what Washington, D.C. is doing. Europe is doing. Everybody is waking up to it. And our nation's enemies, Russia, China, the two big ones, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. All H-1B visa holders, meaning they're not Americans, these foreigners from India that have been brought into our country to take our jobs, take our money, and fuck us, They need to go back to India. Period. Oh, well, let's see what you guys want to talk about. Just breathe. Wow. I got to tell you, it really is disheartening to see our own country turned upside down by these fucking people. Joe Biden's taking money from the Chinese. That's fine. Everyone else will take money from the fucking Israelis. Ooh, man, who's up first? We've got man. He says, the D-tards have no problems with redistricting, filibustering, etc. But when the other side does it, it's cheating. Yeah, they're a bunch of hypocrites. They're fucking liars. They make shit up. They're fucking worthless scum, right? As pissed as I am at the fucking Republicans, Democrats wanted to castrate our children, kill them off, or turn them into sex toys for themselves. They're destroying the country just as fast as they could their way, bringing in illegals. And it's amazing how much the you said money, folks, was going to the Democrats. They're not getting funded in their campaigns. But at this stage, if Washington, D.C. was 100% Republicans, they still couldn't get any fucking thing done to save this country. Because they're all a bunch of fucking artards. Anyways, yeah, the Democrats, man, they're just scum. Fucking scum. And stupid scum at that. All right, let us continue if we shall. I know I'm on a rant today. Not a Bot Authentic says, we need to empty DC and start from scratch. They're all dirty. Yeah, 100%. As soon as we get them out and replace them, the new people do the same thing. You want to know why? Because the staffers on Washington, D.C., on Capitol Hill, as soon as that congressman comes in their office, they go, well, we used to represent the other person from your district. Go ahead and sit down at the desk, and we're going to tell you how the bear shits in the woods. Right? These people are going to come in, and they're going to offer you money, and you're going to take it because you need to start campaigning already for the next 2 years. You need to accept money from everybody, and then you're going to do what they say, or you're just going to get kicked out of Washington. Right? There's people there waiting to indoctrinate them into the system. And then they go, and there's a party tonight. Go ahead and show up there, right? So you can get a bunch of illegal drugs and start having sex with other fucking weirdos in Washington. It's a homosexual haven hangout. Washington, D.C. is. Everything is for sale there, folks. Just a bunch of sick fucks. I've had it with all of them. I'm just disgusted. They're all dirty. Thank you, H. Lynn. Ooh, man. Diving Frog says, John, if you think things are crazy now, wait until Trump is out of office. It's going to wholesale mayhem to the 10th power. Bring it on now. Why wait till 2028? Why just let's just get it on. Last man standing gets to I guess, sleep well. Yeah, it is going to get crazier. Like, I never expected in a million fucking years for the president of the United States to sell this fucking country out. And we've seen it now in Trump, Biden, Obama, Bush, Clinton, Bush, all the way back. It's just literally disgusting. The only thing that will solve this now is violence. Thomas Jefferson said, right, the tree of liberty every 20 years needs to be watered with the blood of patriots and saints. No. I can't even remember. I'm seeing red. The blood of traitors and patriots. It doesn't matter, right? In other words, we need to have a revolution. At this point, we need to have a revolution. The other day I said the military needs to take it upon themselves to identify treason. The military needs to have a military investigation into what the fuck is going on in this country. The military should be able to recognize putting Israel ahead of our country is not a winner. Putting Palestinians in this country is not a winner, right? Everything that is being done by the government is fucking treasonous. They need to arrest these people and try them. And you want to talk about good behavior? All of those motherfuckers will straighten right the fuck up in a hurry. They need to be hanging traitors from fucking yard arms. But John, Pam Bondi said they're gonna hand their information off to a grand jury. Oh, okay. So the grand jury looks at the information. They come back and they say, yes, we see crimes A, B, C, and D. Now the prosecutor has to go out and decide if they're going to fucking do it. They still don't have to. We've actually seen federal prosecutors dropping charges. We have people raping children getting off with fucking probation. We have people killing other people and getting off with probation. Well, they just don't understand. But let's continue if we shall. Thank you, Diving Frog. Breathe. Mr. Uman, where shall we go next? I know we've got a lot to talk about. Mikey G says, hope Putin waits until Congress returns from vacation. Hope Putin waits for what? Mushroom clouds. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if Putin's going to bomb Washington, yeah, we need maybe that's why they left. They're blaming Epstein, but they're afraid they're going to get fucking their asses nuked off. I don't know. I don't think Putin is going to nuke, well, maybe Washington, maybe Brussels, maybe London. If anyone nukes anywhere in Russia, it's going to get ugly really fast. I'm willing to bet, I'm willing to guarantee there's some Soviet, ex-Soviet, now Russian submarines out in the Atlantic and the Pacific with nuclear weapons in the silos, and they'll warm those fuckers up, rev them up, and turn them loose. This country would be over before anybody had an idea it was coming. Yeah, we could do the same to Russia, but why, right? This is what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, look, if Putin wanted to nuke Washington, D.C., I would be shocked. I would be surprised. I would be outraged. But if there was one city in America that I think is sacrificial, it's Washington, D.C. I know there's good people there, and I know there's a boatload of shit. All of these scumbags, these perverted, sick, treasonous scumbags, all sitting around, rubbing their little hands together as they fucking steal everyone's money, lie, cheat, fraud, and destroy our Constitution. And we're supposed to care about them? Fat fucking chance. If I was a good person living in or around Washington, D.C., I wouldn't. I would move the fuck away from there because it is at risk of being nuked. And who would want to be that close to that many scumbags? Washington, D.C. is Barter Town. Who runs Barter Town? Master Blaster runs Barter Town. Yep. Runs on pig shit. This is a reference to Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the movie. That's exactly what that's a reference to. Who runs Barter Town? Yeah. The pigs do. Thank you, Redneck Roughneck. Thank you, Mr. Uman, as well. Who's next? What are we going to discuss? What do we got out there? We got Not a Bot is back, says get lobbyists out. Term limits, no lifetime pension, no stipends for travel at all. Yeah. The lobbyists. You know what a lobbyist is? They're an attorney. You know what the attorneys do? They walk in and say, I'd love to contribute. My client would love to contribute a lot of money to you in your campaign. All we want you to do is consider voting for something we like. No guarantees. right? Lobbyists are lawyers. That's 2 strikes in a row. Being a lawyer is bad enough. Being a lobbyist means you're there to bribe politicians. Oh, they call it lobbying. They're bribing attorneys. Term limits. You bet. I would say 2 terms as a senator, 4 terms as a congressman. We already have 2 terms as president, and no lifetime pension. No, there's no fucking benefit to it. No health care. No. Go fuck yourself. You get paid more than the average American. Too bad. And I say we give them free housing, though. I say we build a military-style barracks. Yeah. Put 4 of them in a room, and 2 rooms share 1 bathroom. So 8 people get to share 1 bathroom. And there's your free fucking housing. There's your benefit. That's it. No stipend, no free travel, nothing. You are there as a fucking servant. But no, they think they're gods. They think they're the elites. And, well, by golly, they act like it, do they not? They act like they're fucking holier than thou. The only person in Congress that I see that is doing a decent job is now Massey. I mean, Marge Taylor Greene, Big Marge, she's now going to call herself an independent. She is so disgusted with the Republicans. Rand Paul's a fucking sellout. Every last one of these motherfuckers is either a homosexual sellout or a heterosexual sellout. Or maybe a bisexual sellout. They're all fucking sellouts. For one cause or another. They do something that is completely un-American, unabashedly un-American, and they're going to somehow justify that? All of them. Yeah, thank you, not a bot. I appreciate that again, H. Lynn. Very, very good. Okay, well, man. I'm going to try this again. We got Redneck Roughneck, who says the founding fathers didn't put term limits in due to most folks then did not want to be politicians. And they needed those who would serve the problem now as they would run Washington, never leave, and enrich themselves instead of serving the people. Yeah, back then they didn't get paid very much. Right? They got paid a servant's wage. So what was the attraction? You were willing to sacrifice a couple years of your life to serve the country. Similar to how people who join the military because they want to protect the country and serve the country, they don't do it for the pay. Well, a lot of these kids now do. I'm just in it for the college money. Right? And that's it. They just want benefits. I'm in it for the sex change surgery. I'm in it for the free drugs. Well, good thing that is done. But yeah, they used to believe you didn't need to put in term limits because who would want to keep making little to no money year after year? Now it's a fucking money pit. They just dive right in and they're swimming in the money. Of course they don't want fucking term limits. They get no term limits, free healthcare the rest of their fucking lives. A pension the rest of their lives. Why? Because they went to Washington and they sold out. They sold out to lobbyists. They sold out to foreign lobbying agents. AIPAC, America Israeli Political Action Committee, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, doning organization. That Israel and American Israelis pay into them, and they pay politicians to vote their way. You know what they fucking said when they were caught the other day and there were complaints about, well, you guys have all these politicians doing what you want. You know what they said? Well, all you Americans have to do is make your own political action committee, pay all the money like we do in, and buy your own politicians back. They admit that that's what they're doing. They're bribing. And every lobbying firm does it. These sleazy fucking scumbag lawyers. Well, we're just doing what our clients want. Oh, yeah. That's what Epstein said. I'm just giving my clients what they want. Children, fuckers. All right, thank you, Redneck Roughneck. I know that this is not where this is not where America is supposed to be right now. This is not where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be dancing in the streets because America is on its way back to being great. Now we're going in debt further and faster than ever before. It was revealed how now listen to me today and my attitude. Listen to me and my attitude. Do I sound a little bit like maybe Elon Musk when he finally had enough of Trump's bullshit? He was like, release the list, arrest these motherfuckers that are stealing shit, and nothing was done. He was behind the scenes seeing all the bullshit, all the foreign influence. He was seeing all of the radicalization, all the backstabbing, and he got sick of it and disgusted. And he is a billionaire. He could have gone in there and said, hey, look, let's just cut a bunch of fucking deals, make me even richer, and I'll tell everyone what a great job you're doing. Instead, he went in there and has more fucking integrity because, well, Elon Musk, he's not one of them, right? I think he got the fucking black eye because somebody told him to shut the fuck up the old-fashioned way. I really believe that. I think he learned that his own government was going to fucking kill him if he didn't shut the fuck up. So we had that nice little parting of the ways. It's cool, man. Thank you very much. I'm going to go back to my car company. Literally. Elon Musk saw it all firsthand. He didn't have to wait weeks and weeks and months like we did to learn that they're not going to do shit. They're going to keep fucking us over. Get prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Keep demanding that these pieces of shit do their job. Shame them. Embarrass them. Point out their faults. They're not perfect. They're not elites. They're not leaders. They're servants. Kind of reminds me of that show. What was it? 3.5 Men or 2.5 Men? Where the Charlie character, his housekeeper, is a complete raving bitch, but he won't get rid of her. He won't stop her. She just talks like shit to him and does whatever the fuck she wants. It's funny on a TV show. It's not funny in our country. Ooh, man, who's up next? What do we want to do? What's the topic? We've got Robin G saying all nations are corrupt. 100%. All nations. That's why I say get your house in order and get what you're entitled to while you still can. Social Security, Veterans Administration benefits, work overtime, etc. Yeah, you bet. Get all you can, folks. I don't mean step on anyone or steal. Get what you have earned and what you're entitled to lawfully. And get prepared. Put it aside, put it back. I am still trying to get better prepared, folks. I know I've been a prepper since the fucking 90s. Since Clinton was elected, I've been stacking ammo and food, and I'm still not done. I'm still not ready. I still not perfected it. I'm still continuing to do that. I'm still rotating stock. And you guys, God bless you all, have been helping me, right? You've watched the show. You spread the word. You've done the thumbs up. You shared the internet address. You've told friends, family, loved ones, coworkers, and even fucking people you hate. You've told them, wake the fuck up and get prepared. It just feels to me like the stupid is going to continue really, really badly. All nations are corrupt, and all political people, to one degree or another, are corrupt. There's not, is Thomas Massey the one good guy? I don't know. Maybe there's more and we just don't hear about them. But at this point now, anyone that Trump doesn't like, I'm going to look at. Not on the Democrat side, of course. They're all fucking idiots. And he loves to hate them for good reason. But on the Republican side, he goes after Republicans. And then he wants Lindsey Graham to be reelected. He's not telling Congress, do your fucking jobs. That little mealy-mouthed maggot Mike Johnson, who looks like a fucking pedophile, who, by the way, in his mid to early 20s, adopted his own little black boy. Don't trust him. But Trump has kept him around, and he keeps telling us what a great fucking job he's doing, and he hasn't done a damn thing for us. I don't believe any of these people. They're all corrupt. Ooman, who's up next? We got 9 minutes left in the show, and Ooman says, I expected more of the same as the first term, but this is going south way faster than I imagined. Yeah. We're getting. Ooman says, when everyone started screaming golden age is here, they left out one key word. It's more like the golden shower age. Yeah, they're pissing down our backs. They're telling us it's raining. They're telling us what a great job they're doing. They're lying to our fucking faces. That's called gaslighting. Golden age my ass. Really? Really? And you know what? These fucking idiot millennials and centennials, they are continuing to look at boomers and now Gen X as if we're the fucking problem. Well, first of all, half of you little motherfuckers are communist fucks. And they think that boomers are responsible. The government is responsible. The government and its fucking policies, its fiscal policies, its monetary policies, it's crazy spending, it's money laundering, money racketeering. That is what has fucked up the entire system. That's what's caused inflation. That's why you can't afford to buy a house. That's why you can't get a decent job, because the government is allowing thousands and tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of jobs to go to foreigners, whether they're picking lettuce or typing code. It doesn't matter. They're giving our jobs away. They're taxing the shit out of us. It's unbelievable, folks. But believe it, it's real. We need to focus our attention on where the problem is. The problem is Washington, D.C. because they've let in the illegals. They've let in the legal people stealing our money. They're giving our money away. They're laundering our fucking money. They're enriching their friends in the military industrial complex, the high-tech complex, the fucking artificial intelligence complex. I read the other day that there's a city in Texas that's out of water. They're being told to take shorter showers. They're being told they're not doing it right because an artificial intelligence place, in order to cool their computers, has consumed all the water that area has. How does that make a lick of fucking sense? They've got carbon scrubbers to pull carbon out of the air, but they don't have a way to recover the water vapor, so they don't just evaporate our fucking water off. Meanwhile, Nestle and a couple other companies are buying up all the water rights they can to every drop of water in this fucking country that they can. And I know Nestle's been trying this for years. You know how quick and easy it'll be to fix all this? Torches and pitchforks, folks. Going to the Nestle headquarters and officially closing it down for them and making sure they can't go back to work. Same with any company that is fucking us over. This country is going to have to go all the way to the bottom before we can build back up. I don't like it. I didn't want that. I wanted to be fixed with the systems in place. They've denied us. Ooman, who's up next? Ooman says, how do you make someone racist or prejudiced? Tell them you are not allowed to be critical of anything they do, no matter how bad it is. That's right. You want to know who's running the show? Find out who you can't criticize. Can't criticize Israel. Can't criticize Muslims. Can't criticize Jews. Can't criticize the ghetto folk. Can't criticize illegal aliens. Can't criticize homosexuals. Anyone from the LGBTQIP pedophile crowd, right? That tells you who they are. And because they use that power, that authority, those threats, it makes other people prejudice against them, whether it's based on their religion, their race, their fucking appearance, or their political bend, or even their company. I am completely anti-Coke, Coca-Cola, because of what they said. Be less white. you, people. It's that bad, folks. It's that fucking bad. We thought we were getting a fucking reset. Instead, we're getting Agenda 2030, which is you'll own nothing and you'll like it. BlackRock, Blackstone, Vanguard, these fucking investment firms out of New York City, apparently they're buying 30% of everything that comes up on the market. You go to buy a house, you put in an offer, you get outbid by these companies. They're just buying everything up. They don't give a fuck. And raising the rent, they don't give a fuck. Americans are being shafted and having our country stolen out from under us. Someone like Bill Gates can own the most farmland. The fucking guy couldn't plant anything. He'd fucking kill it, right? This fucking loser, this scumbag who stole a computer idea and only is as rich as he is because of what he stole and sold to the country, the nation. Unbelievable. Just fuck them all. Ooh, man, who's next? Baddest Iron Frog says, John, if Israel comes to a sudden halt, Trump's face is going to go halfway up their ass. Oh, I'm sure of that. I'm sure his head will go right up their ass. He talks tough. Folks, he talks tough to England. Good. He talks tough to Putin. Good. He talks tough to Xi Jinping in China. Good. He talks tough to Ursula von der Leyen of the European Union. Good. He talks tough to the asshole to the north of us, Justin Turdhole. Good. He talks shit down to that dumb bitch running Mexico. Fine. Israel, he's given him a fucking reach around with a lubed up slurp job. I have no respect for the man over this. It's just gone. It's not what we signed up for. It just isn't. You can't do one good thing and 20 bad things and expect me to be happy about it. I said from the very beginning, I've said for fucking years, anytime Trump does something good, I'll commend him. Anytime Trump does something bad, I'll condemn him. And he is worthy of condemnation over his fucking decisions lately. Anyone ever doubted and thought I was some kind of maggot, Trump, fucking loving, blah, 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 blah? No. I'm America and America first and America only. Other countries, you come afterwards. Our veterans are fucked up. We've got homeless, screwy, retarded, crazy people on the street, drug addicts everywhere. And we're supposed to be happy with this. Where's my $5,000 Doge tax refund? Where's my $600 rebate that I'm supposed? What fucking money, right? It would have been our money anyway that they stole. There is no money. We're not going to get anything. In fact, have you even heard anything about a fucking tax cut since the election? I haven't heard a fucking thing. The only thing I've heard is he wants to cut the interest rates so that people, could afford to buy more house or buy any house. He's just buying votes. He's not going to get that. I'm good and pissed off, folks. I hope you are as well. Because the only time anyone ever does anything is when they're motivated by greed or fear. Ooh, man says, I thought tariffs were supposed to replace the income tax. Well, that was what they said, but, when politicians' lips move, it's because they're lying. There isn't enough tariff money to pay the taxes. That was a come on. That was a bullshit. That was a stroke for us all. It's bullshit. I'll see you guys 0 dark 30 tomorrow. Until then, be safe. Keep your eye out. Do not allow yourself to be lied to and indoctrinated. Stand firm. Stand with the Constitution. Stand with patriots. Stand with the founding fathers and what they fought for. Our lives and our freedom.